the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
On the ground, it's Cox. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll run the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Gets the back moving. The offense changing the play. From the gun. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's Underwood. The screen, and watch out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Quick look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the air, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Horn. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense defense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fourth down in their own end. Last time, David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Going to swing it on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. Turning it on! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide open downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback may change this route. second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Knox. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love the play call there on 4th and short, because even if you don't get it, the opponent now has to march the entire length of the field. But because you did, you've now got a fresh set, and offensively, you've got to pay this off now.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Find space on the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Punch it out of the air. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He got it! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Cox. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just neat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
With the catch, it's Matthews. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Flores. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Cox. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bringing the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bruins head quickly to the line. Quarterback keeps it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Got the first down himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quickly to the tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Cox. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Makes a grab past the marker. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bruins!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting the guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Underwood. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for more room. Touchdown, UCLA! How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking them back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback adapted. Running into the open space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Fires to the middle. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.